Hi chat, welcome to another stream. How y'all doing today? It is Monday, the 29th of November, which means this is the last, I was gonna say the last day I don't stream for 26 days, but we're streaming today, so, because tomorrow is, well, at midnight tomorrow is the first day of December, which means we will be doing Advent of Code. Every day for the rest of the month. Well, until the 25th. So that'll be fun. The plan for today is to go over the pre-commit CI auto update and then set up my repository and scripts and stuff for Advent of Code, and then yeah, that'll probably take the whole time. If it doesn't take the whole time, I have some other open source stuff to attend to, so we will do that as well. But how y'all doing today? It's been a full year since we've done AOC, so should be fun. I'm looking forward to it again. I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage relative to last year in that I am now in Eastern time, so it's not going to be the proper time zone, but I'm going to try and shift my sleep schedule by 3 hours, which is totally going to backfire in like a million ways, but I'm going to try and do it and see what happens. But yeah, anyway, let me say hi to everyone who is here, and then we can jump into things. Beldathis was first today. I saw you before the stream too. I had to refresh my client so that, cause chat, yeah. Cause I had OBS open too early. JJMC is also here. Good to see you. How's it going? The Armchair Journal. Hello, hello. Adrian DAA, welcome back. M2dev.net. Greetings. Good to see you. Good to see you. Nike should be pronounced as bike. Yes. Nicycle and Bicycle. which is one of my favorite stupid jokes. But anyway. Ollie, hello, hello. Welcome back. And Felix Morno, good to see you again. How y'all doing today? Okay, so let's start with open source updates since last time, since that's what we usually do first. And I have done a few things since last time. We did this on stream, right? I think we did this on stream also. These would be the 3 new ones. Wait, 4 days ago? 4 days ago was 1, 2, 3, 4. That was Thursday? Yeah, I think I streamed on Thursday. Did I stream on Thursday? Yeah, I streamed on Thursday. Okay, so these are the new ones. I was a little bored and found an interesting issue that already existed in Octahedron, and I wanted to see if I can do it. Alexa Pecan, thank you for the resub at 11 months with Prime. Thank you for your continued support. It's great to see you again. Hopefully you are doing well. And yeah, so I was looking at Octahedron and I was reading through the code, and I noticed that I had somehow missed this type comment. I'm not sure how I missed this because I thought I had audited all of my code, and there's other functions in here that are using type annotation, so I must have just forgotten this for some reason. Oh yeah, that's true. At 12 months, you get a fancy new badge. Ooh. But yeah, I updated this to use the new syntax. I don't know how I forgot this one, but that's fine. And then I played regex games for like 2 hours, and I came up with this shenanigan. So the original issue that I wanted to solve was to add pragmas that have version specifiers in them, such that I don't need to just no cover the whole code chunk, but I can no cover it specifically on the version specific code. And what does pragma mean? Pragma is just, it doesn't really mean anything. It's a indication to an external system. In this case, it's a comment in the code that tells coverage to do some specific behavior. You'll also see pragmas in like the C preprocessor. That, you know, like pragma once is a very common C preprocessor directive that tells the preprocessor. Man, saying that word over and over and over sucks. Tells the preprocessor to only include the include file once. But it just is like This comment has special meaning. That's really all that pragma means here. I don't know where it comes from. Find pragma. Directive. It is a directive, I guess. Comes from abbreviation for pragmatic. Yeah, I guess there you go. That's what it comes from. Celestial Blue, how you doing? Hello, hello. But yeah, so I wanted to add coverage. I wanted to add coverage comments for versions, which means that I basically need, given a Python version, I need to generate the regexes that should be no covered. And so I need to be able to make a regex for all the versions that are newer than a number and all the versions that are older than a number. Which actually isn't as complicated as I thought it would be. And spoilers, because I'm going to do this as a Discord puzzle at some point, so if you don't want to get spoiled by the code, then I guess look away for a few seconds. But yeah, basically I implemented a less than for a number and a greater than for a number, and it basically builds a bunch of regular expressions. And this kind of looks like nonsense, but if you break it down into its individual parts, it makes sense. But yeah, so I basically then generated all of the specific pragmas for each of the operators. So less than or equal to, less than for the exact version, greater than or equal to for the minor, the major version difference and the minor version, and then greater than for just the exact version match. And then I implemented does not equal and equals. I had to use a negative look ahead here, which was fun. But yeah, I implemented this and it works. It's pretty cool, actually, I think. And then I went and tried it out on PyUpgrade, and I actually found some code that was not covered because the original pragmas were slightly too aggressive. I guess we'll put it that way. So like this was the old code before, and this was no covered on every version. And with my new pragma, this is only no covered on versions that are not equal to this specifier. And so like this branch runs in 3.9 and above, and this branch runs in things older than 3.9. Yeah, same idea here. This was one of the ones where I found a bug. This chunk of code was, or the else block here was just never covered. And I actually found the same bug here. I was able to write 2 tests to make sure that those were covered, which we will see further on. Yeah, here's those tests. Basically, these were not covered before. When you push something, doesn't it also show white space change? It does. So let's see. Are there any relevant white space changes here? I don't see any that's just reindents, but yes, it will show you white space as part of the diff. Gamer Code, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Are you not supposed to change the optional original formatting when you push? What do you mean? What do you mean, Crow? Change the original form. Like if you move functions around and stuff. I mean, yeah, usually you don't want to, but I didn't actually, like I didn't do any white space only changes here. These are all functional changes. Like, and generally you don't want to do formatting and refactoring in the same patch, but there's nothing wrong with it. People will just grumble at you if you do it, so doesn't it's not broken. Did I not get a notification? Weird. I don't know what's up with Twitch notifications. Like sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But how you doing, D-Dells? Good to see you. Good to see you again. Oh, did I just get the notification? No. I didn't even get I didn't get the notification either, so juice. Yeah. but you still showed up nonetheless, so that's good. That's good. But yeah, we might also apply, like if we have extra time today, I will basically do the same patch to the rest of my code. But who knows how long setting up advent of code is going to take. But anyway, that wraps up our open source stuff since last time, or at least the patches that I made. There's some other stuff that happened, but maybe if we're feeling spicy, we'll talk about people being shitty later. Because that's the you know, evergreen open source situation. But yeah, doing well. Tracking down a failing CI build for the last, how many hours have I worked today? Hours at work while I do software security training. Oh god, I fucking hate the corporate security training bullshit that always seems to happen. It's just like, don't click on phishing emails. If somebody sends you coolthing.exe, don't run it. It's just great. I'm not a child. I've worked with these things for years. No. Cyber secure train me 2000. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at auto update day for today. I assume it's gonna be quiet because a lot of people are on holiday, and I know I didn't release any new versions of my stuff, so I kind of expect it to be quiet. But you show up. You're not supposed to show up like this. Oh, anyway, doesn't matter. Don't care. This one's actually good, talking about what vulnerabilities exist in different patterns. You may not think about things like system logs, etc. Probably one of the best ones. Oh, well, that's cool. Ours are targeted at basically everyone in the company, and I say ours. Lyft's was also like this. Yelp's was like this as well. They're targeted at like the lowest common denominator in the company. And the Shorty Tom, thank you for the follow. Welcome. And since they're targeted at the lowest common denominator, they're just like incredibly dry and like, this is how a computer works. Your email can come from anywhere in the world. Don't trust what it says. And it's just like, what's really fucking annoying is I think it's the state of California requires like 60 minutes of security training per year or something like that. Or maybe that's the sexual harassment. I don't know, but because they use the same system for both of those, the video player does not have playback speed, and the video player detects when the volume is muted, and it detects when the window is backgrounded, and what's the other thing? Like all of the like normal workarounds that I use for this, I just don't work with it. But you literally have to sit it in the foreground for the 60 minutes straight, watching this obvious video. And I hate it. I hate it every time. I heard that if you put the training on 2x speed and mute it, then it's okay. I mean, yeah, if you could do that. The player that Stripe uses does not let us do that, unfortunately. Celeste says, at my first day today at my new job. Nice, awesome. We had a half-hour training session in Gmail. Yeah, that happens. Inaki Fungus, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you are doing well. But yeah. I don't know how to say your name. Collage? Thank you for the follow. Welcome. No, I have no idea. I definitely butchered that, but hopefully you're doing well. Can you do it in a VM and then go do stuff on your host machine? Oh, so that would work, except ours is in the corporate DNS. We have this weird proxy tunnel that all of our corporate traffic goes through, and the only thing that is authorized to access that is the installation of Chrome Enterprise, which has like some custom cert bullshit that only works in Chrome installed to it. And so you could open it in a VM if you could open it in a VM, but since it's like hidden behind this magical homegrown bullshit, then it does. Prenerick, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you finally got the stream notification? Nice, nice, nice. Foster says, if you had to decorate a class, would you use a class-based decorator, or is that just too much classception, considering I even need a decorator factory? So that would be a class and a class and a class. I would probably not use a class to decorate a class decorator. I mean, you do need a class at some point in there, because the pattern that you usually end up with is I don't remember what I was doing there, but clearly it didn't matter. What you usually end up with is like, let's say it's a decorator factory, so this is like X to callable type T, just be T to T. Here. Type var callable. So what you typically end up having to do is make a subclass which extends. Oh, I guess we need the callable. Decorator TP T to T, and of course it's going to be imperfect. Typically, what you have to do is subclass and then return that subclass. And this isn't going to completely type check because this is obviously not the same as this. They don't quite have substitutability, but and also this is going to have the wrong name, so you're going to want to do functools wraps, and that's not going to work quite properly. So there's tools, wraps, classes, site, Stack Overflow. I know I answered this at some point. Oh, really? Oh, stackoverflow.com. Yeah. Anthony Satilli. Why does my name show up twice here? Where's the other one? Anyway. Updated equals this. Updated equals this. And we forgot any. And we forgot functools. Yeah, anyway. So you would end up with something like this. I find the like call setup for class-based class decorators is really, really annoying. So I tend to do it this way. Are you using Netscope for that? No, we're using some random custom bullshit. Also, I want to know about people being shitty and spamming comments on issues. Yeah, maybe a bit, maybe a bit. I do like this for now. Yeah, makes sense. I didn't know you could return classes. Yeah, classes and functions are first class objects. There's nothing special about them. Michael, I barely understand decorators, and I've even tried to learn them multiple times before. Well, you know, I've got quite the video for you. If you want to learn, oh, oddly enough, I have one about both of them. If you want to check out either of those. I'm using them to extend pedantic models. Oh god. Where do I start about pedantic? So at work, Eng leadership has said that Python will not be a service language at Stripe, and we're like, okay, fine, that's fine. They're like, if it ever were to become one, we would need to set up like a whole bunch of security stuff for that, like do a bunch of work and make sure that we're, you know, providing secure and reasonable alternatives for the other languages that we're using, and also provide all of the necessary web framework stuff, and like basically have to build out a bunch of infrastructure. And we're like, cool, yeah, fine. If it's not supported, we don't have to build that. That's great. And I recently found that one of the teams has snuck a Python service into production without telling anyone. And it's now in the critical path. And it's the reason I'm scoffing about Pydantic is the reason I found this thing is we're currently doing some typing improvements to our code base because we have like very little type coverage because it's a really old code base, and I mean the types of people that contribute to it aren't the types that are going to write types. But anyway, I noticed while upgrading some types that a particular module is failing because of Pydantic. And I was like, wait, this is weird. Why are we using Pydantic? And it turns out it's because we're using Fast API. And they are serving a website using Fast API. So we're going to have a whole long discussion about sneaking things into prod. And unfortunately, I think the end state of this is my team's going to be on the hook for writing a whole bunch of fucking infrastructure that we explicitly said we are not going to support. But yeah, it's just the way things go. Ciao, Papaya. It's been a while. Welcome back. Good to see you. You know, you've done it as a developer when you have to Google your own answers on Stack Overflow. Yeah, I could have. I mean, I probably could have just done this and then been like, oh, okay, cool. This is what we want to skip. Like, I probably could have figured this out just by using PyDoc, but I knew it was on Stack Overflow, so I was just gonna look it up there. Recursive Chad, how you doing? What languages do you use at Stripe? So Stripe is primarily Ruby. That's what most of the web stack is written in. The new web stack is written in Java. Airmus, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. There's some Python and Scala for data science-y stuff and machine learning-y stuff. There's some Go for some infrastructure-y things. And that's about it. And whatever companies we acquire. whatever tech stack they use. I guess there's JavaScript as well. There's some React and JavaScript for front-end stuff. I'm using Fast API, that's why Pydantic kind of made sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Share Game and GNC. Hello, welcome. Risik says, can Java and new go in the same sentence? Yes, that was my thought as well. Like, why are we writing new things in Java? But apparently that was the agreed upon lowest common denominator. If you want my spicy take, I'm guessing it's because some people came from Google and were like, oh yeah, Google does Java for everything. We're going to do Java for everything too. But, and don't get me wrong, I think Java's fine. I just don't really think that we should be building new homegrown infrastructure in it. Like, part of the benefit of using Java is using established, you know, shit that's been working for a long ass time. But Adrian says, I feel your pain. At my job, one developer has been sneaking stuff into prod, but the solution has been we should discuss it as a team for a few months, but the meeting's not getting anywhere. Yeah. Doesn't Google use a lot of Python? I mean, Google uses a lot of literally everything. Google is bigger than fucking anyone else. Igmanic says, do you write code? Sometimes, yeah. Do you use Babby at work? I do, but because usually we're not really supposed to use software that's not approved, but since it's written in a scripting language, they can't really know. Which seems like a cheaty way to get around the binary rule. Oh, I wonder if I could. Because our work doesn't let us run compiled binaries, but I wonder if I could just use CFFI to call main. And then I could run, or CRT0 or whatever the fuck it's called. And then I could just run whatever I want. That seems like a silly loophole. Java best language. Java can do anything, just preferably without FP. Spring Boot? I don't fucking know. We wrote our own thing for some reason. They made a lot of improvements in the JDK for development in the last 3 years. I think I'm going to try and use more of the JDK 17 stuff for ASC 2021. Nice. Yeah, we're stuck building with JDK 8 at the moment because the version of Scala we're using is too old. And we have code that's written in both languages that gets referenced by the other language. So it's just a fucking pain in the ass. We're trying to upgrade to JDK 11, I think, at the moment. And some teams are like, hey, can I use JDK 15 features? And I'm like, maybe sometime, hopefully. But Solbs, hello. Anything written in C++ at work? I'm sure there's something somewhere. There's a little utility. Actually, that just got deleted. That my team was working on in C++, but that's gone. My company uses Java nearly everywhere, and I don't get why. We always have so much pain with Java versions and updates. We still use Java 8 in some applications. Updating those would be so much work at this point that nobody bothers doing it. Yeah. Your problems with Java is JVM-based languages that aren't Java. I mean, that is, yeah. Flimsy says, how big is the Python team relatively at your work? There are 3 of us that are established. We have a 4th that is doing their month-long onboarding at the moment. And yeah, the largest our team has been is 4 people. But pretty small, given we service like 400, 500, 600 developers that use Python. We're fucking tiny. In my opinion, Stripe super underinvests in infrastructure, despite having a fairly large infrastructure team. But that's the way it goes. And before I got there, everything felt a little bit like 2014. So there's been some pretty big improvements to stuff, but yeah. How do you keep track of all the various framework things that are built on at work? At this scale, you don't. You mostly find out about things on accident. Yeah, like our Python stuff depends on 480 odd libraries, and there's no way to keep track of all of that. Usually you only notice things when they're problematic, which there are a lot of problematic things, but there's just like no sane way to manage 500 dependencies. So it's a weird struggle to have, but not that uncommon, sadly. My own teams are fighting my team to support outdated Java, PHP, you name it. We're finally setting our feet and saying, no, yeah, good call, Friox. Are you senior? No, I am a staff software engineer, which is even fancier. Hey, what's up, Ravenstar? Hello. Are you happy with Python, or are you learning Golang in the meantime? What a fucking stupid question. I mean, Python and Golang are not binary differences, binary choices, but like, but no, like I'm never happy with an actual like all programming sucks. Python's not great, but Golang's not better. And I have learned Go. There's not much to learn in Go. It's really just, you know, figuring out how to call whatever libraries you want. The syntax is dead simple. There's very little you can do with it. So it's, yeah. How about Surface X is built on Ruby and Y is in Java? Yeah, that line is a little bit blurry. M2dev.net. This it's supposed to be that new things are written in Java, but you know, Java doesn't support front ends at the moment, so like any new front end has to go through Ruby, or our Java. Java in general obviously supports that, but yeah, and there's supposed to be like some pseudo centralized group of people that makes these decisions, but people just do whatever the fuck they want, and you know, if you manage to sneak it into prod, now it's supported. Hey, what's up, Banjo Costa? Welcome back. Crazy thing about my company is our Java is actually fairly recent. We're held back in some stuff to JDK because of Hadoop. Oh yeah, we have the same shit too. But our Python is ancient, still on 2.7. Don't get mad at me. Good luck with that. Found this depressing website. Search for Python once. Oh shit! I didn't want to save that link. I did save as. Is this the one where it's like compare the response times and stuff of benchmarks and like things that don't matter? Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. The thing is, like, you know, the micro benchmarks of web frameworks tend to not really matter for most of the stuff that you're doing. Like, yeah, these numbers are impressive, but these are just like returning an empty response. And generally, what you're going to be worried about more than that is like, how long does it take to make a database query? And like, you know, that's going to massively dwarf your actual web framework performance. So, yeah, I mean, yes, you can get slightly, you know, super speedy benchmarks in some other language and framework, but it's not going to fucking matter in your actual application. Cherry Gaming GNC, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Getting easier to motivate people. We rolled out a very integrated metric monitor system, line a trace, and now I need to point it at the 100+ problems a day and say, no, fix it. This doesn't redirect to W3 schools? Yeah, no, it doesn't. We're good. Isn't database access the limiting factor, and that really doesn't depend on the language? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Did you have mentors around you in the beginning of your career? Yeah, to some extent. Like I certainly had, you know, intern buddy when I was an intern, and you know, one-on-ones with managers and more senior people on my teams. Yeah, that's fairly standard. Okay, auto update day for today. There's a bigger spike before auto update today was not super not super peak traffic, which is fine. Probably because not much updated today, so that's cool, but still 8,700 repositories. We didn't quite go over 9,000. I did not want to zoom in. Can I go back to 12 hours, please? Yeah, there we go. Not empty dead letters. So we still have these two. We still haven't fixed this. Maybe we'll fix this today if we have time. These are almost certainly the branch protection thing, which I know how to fix. It's just kind of not been the highest priority. It is kind of annoying that I keep doing this every week and be like, oh, I wonder if this is the same thing again. Yeah, that's the same one, and that's the same one. Yeah, so we'll maybe look at that later today. Teach, how are you doing? Welcome. For those of you that don't know, Teach also streams. Yo, you're in Ann Arbor, right? We should grab a drink sometime. Was it scary starting your first job? No, I was cocky. I will write a web framework that always returns empty responses, then I can win the micro benchmark test. Yes, do it. I would love to see like Nginx on that list. Just be like, yeah, Nginx serving static files way faster than your silly web framework. MTdev.net says, gonna go take care of the kids and get ready for dinner. Have a good evening. Well, thank you for stopping by. Mahamdi's here today. How are you doing? Welcome back. You should make a web framework that installs a virus. The response doesn't even reach your server. Yeah. Did we eat the food? Then sudo race upstairs to the bed. Nice, nice. Nanosecond latency, easy. Yeah, yeah. Ah, you're in Western Michigan, but next time I go over there, I'll hit you up. Sounds good. Sounds good. Client-side server. Completely cheat. Oh no. Is the air quality thing broken? I wonder if the things just don't work in the winter. Maybe they just don't work in the winter. Zoom call gotta run. Well, thanks for stopping by. Go blue. Indeed, go blue. Oh, it's sudo again. Okay. But yeah, that looks good. Other than these two in dead letter. Oh, I was supposed to purge that. We got to click the purge button. Purge. Not worth typing. I will just click buttons instead. Okay. Cool. Right, so now we're gonna do Advent of Code 2021 and set up my repository. I'm basically, I think, just going to follow what I did for 2020, and maybe we'll update some stuff along the way. Anthony writes code ASC 2020. Great if I could spell my own fucking name. And go here, and we make a new repository. Hey, what's up, Banyar? Hello, hello. Accept what into your repository? I have no fucking idea what I said. I don't know. I don't know what I said. AOC 2021. What did I do for the description? I guess I just did this. 2021. Public. Create. And then 21. And we'll I guess you can't rename a branch that doesn't exist yet. Empty initial commit. But how you doing, Banyar? Good to see you again. Kinbiko's also here. What kind of prep you got in mind? Basically, I'm just gonna log in, set up the cookies, make sure the scripts work. I might make a generic, what is it called? A generic Conway's Game of Life solution, given that seems to come up at least twice a year. So that'll be fun. Did you say you're going to try and stream ASC? Yes, indeed. I'm going to stream every day of Advent of Code. Which, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alexis has just learned that nobody uses Istio. Yeah. Are you having the envoi problems? Which will be fun. Oh, is there a FAQ? Nice. Can I stream my solution? Please try to avoid giving away the solution while people are competing. If a puzzle's global daily leaderboard isn't full yet, you're likely to get points. Please wait. I mean, Eric stops by the stream every year. He knows what's up. It's not a big deal. We're gonna stream it anyway. I'm sure Eric will be fine with it. Because you know we've done it literally every year. Speaking of which, damn, you're just like summoned. How are you doing, Eric? That's crazy. Andrew says, have you tried the GH command line? I have. I don't really have any benefit to it, so I don't use it. B Jonas, yes, we're back to coding today, and probably for the rest of the month, because I don't know when I'm gonna have time to stream programming. But Pari says it's a bad practice to return more than 2 values in Python functions. Should be fine. Okay, now I should be able to rename it to main. Okay, cool. All right, what all do I need from last year's? And ASC 2020. I think for the most part, I'm just going to be able to copy most of this metadata. And I think I need to set up an M file, if I remember correctly, to do the like input downloading stuff. Activate.sh, deactivate.sh, git ignore, recommit config.yaml, reamd, Requirements. I'm hoping we don't need to use Z3 this year. Well, we didn't. You obviously don't need to do anything in a particular way, but I think last year I used Z3 and SymPy for something. Yeah. Don't need that. Better git ignore. We actually don't have any HTML this year. This is just usually not a good thing. Oh. I will look at that during my next break. Swipex, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. The solution for that is that he solved earlier year's problem answer. We're just gonna stream it. The policy is meant for the ultra competitive people for right now. We'll see how it goes. Eric needs to update the site. Specifically, Ace Atelier is banned for streaming ASC. Yeah. What place did you get last time? I did not. I was not placed overall. 2021. But I did get a bunch of points. This is the most points I've ever gotten in a year, which I was pretty happy with. A few days I did really well on, like day 4, and these days I did well on. But then there were some days that I did really poorly on. Like this one I was stuck forever on. This was the puzzle day. My brain was just like, I had been drinking before and my brain was just like not ready. I'll just make excuses. Excuses. Yeah, I could stream with a delay, and I usually don't interact during solutions anyway, so I could probably just set a delay. It'll probably be fine. Random Katka, hello, welcome. What's your meme language this time? It's probably just gonna be SQLite. That's usually what we do anyway. Are you gonna be arg parsing every day too? Yeah, I mean I usually just copy and paste the code. So A00. So I usually copy and paste this to whatever I'm going to do, and so like I don't write this boilerplate every time. I really just paste in the input here and implement this compute here. And oddly enough, I have assumed that it's going to get parsed as numbers per line, which is maybe a little straightforward. But Ethan, how you doing? Thank you for the resub at 28 months. 28 months, holy shit. Thank you for your continued support. It's good to see you again. What are the zeros? Did I close it already? 20. What do you mean about zeros? You don't get points if you're not in the top 100. So that's why these are all zeros. So you get points for being in the top 100 per the world. And so if you're 100th place, you get 1 point. If you're 75th place, you get 26 points. It's basically 101 minus your place, right? No, because you don't get 101 points. 100? No, but it's not 100 minus your place. 100 minus your place plus 1? Wait, no, I'm tripping. First place, yeah, no, it was 101 minus your place. I was right in the first place. Yeah, if you score more than 100, you don't get points. Yep. Does there need to be a meme language? I mean, I usually do some of them just in whatever silly programming language I feel like. Which, I mean, the last couple of years have been SQLite because I think that's the memeiest language you can do. And do you want to see my Chinese remainder theorem in SQLite? That was the one that I used Z3 on, right? Which was day 13. Yeah, here's CRT implemented in SQLite in 60 lines, which pretty fun. Goofy Lagrangian, thank you for the follow. Welcome. How many people usually participate? Eric might know if Eric's still here. A lot. You can kind of gauge how many people participate from the stats. So you can see here like 166,000 people. solved day one. Icon, thank you for the follow. Welcome. But you can also see that not that many people. Wait. Silver indicates users that have completed only the first half. Oh, so really it's closer to 179,000 people did part 1 of 2020. We look at 2019. I assume they increased by a year. Yeah. 2018, I believe, was the first year that I did it. So it's almost tripled or almost doubled since 2018, which is pretty cool. Grandpa's iPad, thank you for the resub. 14 months in a row. It's great to see you again. This is like someone can skip everything and only solve one. I mean, more consistently. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is the best stats page to look at. Cool. That's what I thought. Yeah. I was maybe thinking that like there were more people that logged in and just did nothing, which could be a higher number if you really wanted to flex, but I'd love to read a blog post about how you scale AOCs in for every year. I imagine it's quite spiky. Didn't Eric do a post on this? Oh, I don't even know how I would find this. I feel like there was a... Maybe I'm tripping. I don't remember. I could have sworn Eric did. Maybe it was a talk. Maybe it was a blog post. Hopefully it doesn't go down on day one like last year. Why is this fork grayed out? Oh, you can't fork an empty repository. Today I learned. Okay, so we're gonna do a few things. We're gonna do a few updates that I didn't have last year. Tommy Capretto, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. So we're going to do, oh right. We did one of the days in Python 0. Was that last year or was that the year before? Was that really last year? I thought that was... Maybe this is just copy pasta. Copy pasta? Copy pasta. I0. Nope, that must have been 2019. Yeah. Yeah. Because yeah, we implemented code that targeted Python 0.9.1 released 30 years ago in 1991. Just for the memes. Actually, this code works in every version of Python that exists that compiles. So this code works in Python 0, Python 1, Python 2, Python 3, presumably in Python 4 also, but I was actually... Did I do a video about this? I did a video about this. Oh. Python 0? 0. Oh, there it is. Plains Python 0. There we go. Yes. I'm pretty sure it's on the subreddit. I posted on the scaling issues last year, 2 posts. Nice. Hey, what's up, JSDF? Hello. Null pointer exception can't fork empty repo. Yeah. Oh yeah, the postmortem. Right. I remember that. That's where I remember it being. Tommy Caretto says, great to follow you here. I watch your YouTube videos a lot. Nice. Well, welcome. Wow's the clutch. Welcome back. TLDR part 1. Whoops, ran out of memory. Part 2. AWS load balancers can't scale for AOC midnight traffic spikes. Oh, wow. Damn. Jatoho, welcome back. Good to see you. Need to go to bed here. This won't be long. Nice. Should I port Python 0 to WASM? I feel like it would be easy or easier. Because Python 0 is not super complicated. It does not have that much code. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is pre-commit auto update to get us on the latest versions. And we are going to use from future import annotations, which I watched some of I watched some of my old solves, and I definitely wasted some time on those. Add import from future import annotations. So this way the annotations aren't actually evaluated. So if I make a typo in the annotations, it doesn't waste me time. Does reorder Python imports have Py38 plus? I don't think it does. Reorder Python imports. I know it's with underscores, but it does. So we will put that as well. Anything else I need to update here? It's all look good. Should maybe update some things. It's gonna add imports to stuff at the very least. So we will start with this future import. No threads makes it all easier. Yeah. Jonas says my Python code usually only works on Python 3.6 or later. I don't try to make anything Python 2 compatible. Yeah, I have stopped writing Python 2 code myself. There's no reason to continue to support Python 2, hopefully. Adopt OpenJDK doesn't have a JDK 11, JDK 17. It's called Adoptium now? Huh. Also, you can post links in chat. Don't worry about it, Jitoho. Because we are a programming stream, we allow links. Okay, so let's set some stuff up at least. Yes. We usually also have MyPyron, so I'm going to install that anyway. Are there any improvements that I want to make to this code? I see what I did. I did both the numeric and the line-based solutions. That's pretty funny. So we got tests all set up. Oh, yes, we can make this improvement. Raise system exit and setup.py support. Of course, that has nothing. Download input. I don't think this script works at the moment. Download input 2020 day 1. It's meant to be run inside this directory. Okay, so I need an M file. Which means I get to look at creds on stream. Ickme, how you doing? Hello, hello. John Megan's also here. Renamed some file, and now I have compilation issues. Oh no. Oh no. Then your refactoring tools didn't cover that for you? Okay. Adventofcode.com. Blackbox, welcome back. Good to see you again. The timer has started. I'm doing well, like me. It's a fun Monday. Okay, so we're gonna look at my face for a sec while I think copy cookies. Is that how this works? Network. This cookies. Yes. Header option. Wait, how do I copy it? How do I copy it? Request headers. Here we go. Okay. And pay no attention to my face. That can definitely reflect my cookies. We should be back. Okay, it's not on the screen. Good. Alright, so we have made an M file. I'm not going to look at its contents. but I should be able to run this now. Hey, nice. It downloads it, saves it directly, and we're good to go from that. Okay, so that's all set up. And the way this works, because that seems important, is oh shit, I didn't do. I was about to show my browser with the cookies still open, so I almost wrecked myself there, but yeah. The way this works is there's this little entry point here, this download input thing, which gets set up with a setup tools thing. I can see the reflection of the cookies in your eyes. Yeah. I can see the reflection of cookies in my server logs. Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair, Eric. Of course you could see it. Oh, did you put up things about how often people should query and with back off and stuff? Because I tried to be somewhat nice here. I can bump that number if you would like me to, Eric. Where is this? Oh, I didn't know this was a page. That's cool. I don't know where that page was that someone linked me earlier. I think I don't have a general rate limit statement. Oh, okay, cool. Well, I feel like this is fairly all right. Like I'm not sending thousands of requests, and it's really only right before it starts. And it only tries 5 times anyway, so I think we're probably good. Yeah, the legend himself, indeed, Virtual Paracosm. NASA, wow, NASA is following me? That's crazy. Welcome to the stream. We put the code that you're using to solve ASC onto GitHub. Yes, I will. It always ends up on my YouTube GitHub, so you can see my previous years here. There's 2020, there's 2019, and there's 2018, which I did finally finish 2019. We finally did it last month. only took you know, 2 years of procrastinating on it, but the mathy problem, the 2019 day 22 ruined me. I did not have a good grasp on modular arithmetic. But eventually got there with a little bit of thinking. Yay 2019. Yeah, hey, what's up, Pure Quaternion? Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. 2019 seems like an eternity ago. Yeah. Blackbox says, is it worth doing admin code even if you're a seasoned developer? I do it. I think it's worth it. I've been programming for like 20 years at this point. Generally use it to learn a new language or try different approaches to problems or practice optimizing. Yeah. I do it because it's fun. I like to go fast. And I don't know, it makes good stream content. But yeah, do it. I think anyone, realistically, anyone should be able to solve, I think, the first couple of days. And depending on the difficulty and placement of the problems, I think most software devs can get through like the first 15 or so, and then they get hard. But yeah, I think it's a really well put together sort of challenge. Bang age. I'm 30. I'll be 31 next year. That's the way things go. All right, yeah. Anyway, this is how this works. So there's a get input function. Basically, it reads the contents of my cookies and sticks them into this cookie header. I don't know why I called it .env because it's not really used as environment variables, but it's key value format, so it looks the same anyway. But yeah, it just downloads this and tries a little sleep loop. And once it's downloaded, it prints some of the output so that I don't have to like glance at it and see what the format looks like. I can basically just, if it's more than 10 lines, I assume that the lines are not long and just print them. Otherwise, I print the first line. This gives me just a little teeny bit more speed to to know what I'm looking at. But yeah, that's how this input thing works. I have like a super non-scientific timer that I use, mostly to generate stats that end up in the README. Okay, cool. We don't use that anywhere else. Speaking of the README, gotta change the numbers here. I got to set up. Boy. We're naming our branches main this year. Streamed on Twitch, YouTube afterwards. Oh, it's actually gonna go to my second channel. We might do solution videos this year. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do that because it was a lot of work last year, and some of the videos got views, but not much after the fact. That's not what I wanted. This the link? youtube.com/this. That is my VODs channel. Guybus, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. It's 6 more than me. Yeah, that's what happens. Celestial Blue says, as a newer dev, I'm certainly learning a lot through AOC. I only recently discovered it, so I'm 10 days into last year's, but I'm practicing with tests and stuff like that, and trying to get better at programming / logical thinking overall. Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's like one of the big benefits of AOC is like you can use it as a learning tool, which is really awesome. Hey, what's up, Niz Biscuit? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Blackbox says that unknown command message. What happens if you add more commands and it reaches the 500 limit? So those are the non-secret commands. I tend to keep the non-secret commands under that limit. There are many, many more secret commands, which would go over that limit, I think. Didal says, did anyone tell you how old you are? Yeah, I'm fucking old. Eric says, the hope is that there's enough variety for anyone in any skill level or background to find something interesting, even if everyone can't do every single puzzle. Yeah. And like there are some puzzles that like, are really unfamiliar to me. Like I can think of 2 puzzles that have been tricky for me since 2018. There was the what are they called? Octahedron collisions in 2018, which I spent a long time on that problem. I ended up using Z3 to solve it. I had originally written a octahedron collision algorithm, which basically worked by first projecting it into 2D space and then projecting it into each of the 1D spaces. I guess you have to project it into 2D spaces in each direction also. Maybe that's why it didn't work. I had like some bug in it. But yeah, that was a really fun problem. The other one was the modular arithmetic problem in 2019. That one's real tough for me. After the bag one, I get the feeling in the near future that I will need to go learn data structures and big O notation. I like the bag one. Yeah, knowing some data structures for the bag one was kind of useful, although I'm pretty sure my bag solution, was that day 7? I'm pretty sure my bag solution was not... I'm pretty sure I didn't use any specialized data structure for that. Yeah, I just used a dictionary and a set. Did I do anything different for part 2? Part 2 I didn't even use a set. What did I do for part 2? Oh, this is a iterative recursion. This is recursion, but it's using a while loop, using a manual stack instead of the call stack. So I guess, in some ways I did some of that. Every person in puzzle is different, so you might find later puzzles easier than earlier ones. Yeah, it's true, it's true. Big secret command. Yeah. The Octahedron Problem, yes, this one. This one. Yeah, I had a really hard time with this one. What I ended up doing is using Z3 to solve it, and Z3 is a this is gonna be ungoogleable. Programming Z3. Z3 is a SAT solver. I guess SMT solver more specifically, but basically Z3 is like actual magic. Basically, what you do with Z3 is you describe the system and its constraints, and it just, 1 tells you if there's a solution, and then 2 computes that solution. And so you basically write code similar to this. You make a solver, you add constraints to it, and then you can check whether there's a solution, and then it will give you an answer, which is nuts. It's really cool. But I use this to solve the octahedron. I think I actually have a clip from that. One of the very first clips on my channel is from that stream. Stop. We have to scroll through a few to get it though. Yeah, here it is. So this was me. This is me trying to solve that problem. This is a really old setup. This is old camera, old headset, old lighting. I mean, I had been streaming for like a month at this point, so this is way back then. Back when I still used Nano, not my own text editor. Crazy times, but yeah. Do people who do them later jump around more commonly? Like if you don't do it in December, is it more likely users are going to do them sequentially or jump around? Eric says, I'm not actually sure. I suspect most people try to do them in order and just give up on the first one they can't do, which is definitely the wrong approach. Yeah. I feel like people should just skip ones that they don't do, because sometimes, I mean, except for 2019 with ye old int code, most of the problems don't build off of each other. Actually, there was a language in 2018 also which had a similar build up, but Pure Quaternion says no. What are you saying no to? What? I think I did both parts with recursion. Yeah, I just skipped. Keith Nicholas says I got rank 52 for 23 part 2. Nice. In 2018. I was let's see, how slow was I this year? I got some points this year, but that's not what I want. There's 2 things called stats. I always mix them up. Yeah, so I did not try and compete this year. Did I get any points? No, I got no points. I don't think I did these the day of. I think I did a handful the day of, like this one. But most of them I think I did the day after. Yeah, like these ones. I slightly tried to get points. This one was super fast. That was a pretty good solve. But yeah, I guess I went home. Yeah, I went home and then I came back later. Wait, then why do I have a clip of 23? Maybe I tried to do these in January. I don't know. But yeah, I was not very competitive in 2018. 2019 is when I started getting sweaty. I think I got some points in 2019 before I gave up. Yeah. And by gave up, I went home for the holidays, and so I didn't, like, I streamed all of these. But then didn't stream any of these, and then I tried to do them in January, and then I got stuck on this problem. Was like, nah, nah, bro, we're not doing that. But yeah, some of these were pretty fast. What setup do you need for AOC? Literally anything. For some puzzles, people use graph paper Excel instead of traditional programming language. Yeah, Juicebox Hero solved one with find and replace in VS Code. So you can totally use anything. Jack Forsey, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Reminds me of Ore Tool. Oh god, Ore Tools. I just had PTSD from trying to package it properly at basically every company that I've worked at. Actually, I don't think Stripe uses Ore Tools. Knock on wood. What kind of black magic is Z3? I have no idea. I have no idea. Nightly, hello, hello. Young Anthony, yeah. The Endless River is also here. Love this cozy lighting. I mean, we can bring it back. I don't have sodium lights though. The lights in this room are CFLs, so they produce white light instead of, well, it's a little bit yellowish light, but it's certainly a little different. Are you gonna do a stream leaderboard? Yes, it is the same leaderboard as last year's, and you can join on the Dick Sword. 2018 was the only time I tried to do it in real time. It was so stressful. Didn't do that again. I like doing it in real time. I think it's fun. Took you 10 minutes to do both tasks in day one. So day one this year, day one you could do with, I think it was literally just eval. Because I think it was just addition. 29, where's my code? 2019. I'm pretty sure that one was just silly MyPy. Wait, what is silly MyPy? Oh, init.py files. Yeah. Yeah, I think this was just the sum problem. No, this was not the sum problem. What year was the sum problem? Was that 2020? No. What? 2018? Oh, right, I didn't number them properly that year. I learned that one. Yeah, 2018 was just sum. I guess, huh? Or eval. Yeah. AOC is still late in the night, 6 a.m. for me, so we can't have bright lighting there. Yeah, we might keep the lighting off there. CFL lights, are we still in 2010? Just use LEDs. They might actually be LEDs. I know they're not incandescents. They would be yellowish. Blackbox says Python 0? Yes. So if you want to watch the video, Python 0. Someday I'm gonna make a puzzle that baits eval and contains a fork bomb 2/3 of the way down. That would be so funny. That would be amazing. But yeah, basically I compiled the oldest version of Python that I could get access to, which was Python 091, released in 1991, and built it from source, and I used it to solve AOC day, what day was that? I think that was in 2019, where I tried to do a different language every day. Yeah. Doing a different language every day in 2019 was rough, because it meant I had to keep implementing a new encode parser in each language. But I did day 14 in Python 0, which was actually not that bad. The code reads pretty reasonably. There's some weird stuff, but Grant, thank you for the sub with Prime. Appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, like, there's some weird stuff, like you can't use the int function doesn't work. And I couldn't import the string module because it was broken in like 1.4 or something. So I implemented my own int parsing. Equality, there's no equals operator in Python 0. It is just a single equals. So I cheese it a little bit by using less than or equal to and greater than or equal to, which is basically a way to do equals. There's also no does not equal operator, so I do this same trick elsewhere. Basically less than or greater than as a does not equal. There's no index of, so I implemented my own crappy index of. There's no is space, so I implemented is space. There's no strip, so I implemented my own strip. Fortunately, there's string slicing, so that worked fine. There's no operators on strings, so I implemented my own contains. Yeah, there's no. This is the equality, the not equal operator in Python 0, which was removed in Python 3, so I couldn't use that if I wanted it to also be Python 3 compatible. So I used this trick as well. Dictionary literals did not work except for empty dictionaries, so I had to write my own. But other than that, the code is mostly straightforward. Anything else weird? Oh yeah, you can't loop through dictionaries in Python 0. You have to use keys. There's no pop, which is fun. So lists don't have a remove last element helper. Oh yeah, there's no if name equals main thing. You just have to put it in the module scope. And again, here's that same does not equal to thing to print the usage. Oh yeah, files don't have context managers. That was added in like Python 2.4. And the open function, you have to specify the mode. It doesn't default to read. I'm even. The finally does exist, so I was able to not leak file descriptors. But yeah, overall, not too bad. Yeah, Java drunk, yeah. Yeah. Better relabel my day folders to 0pad. Thanks, Mixer day 01.25. Yeah. The you showed me that, didn't you? That the bash expansion is smart about 0pads, which is cool. Jitoho says I should go to bed before the clock hits 1 a.m. Bye. Well, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. I thought I still had a bug from my file rename fail, but it turned out to be my warning is error setting having a narrowing conversion. Ah, interesting. But other than that, yeah. Yeah. Day 14 Python 0, day 15 Python 1, day 16 Python 2, day 17 Python 3. Yeah, exactly. But actually, this script works in every version of Python. Everything from Python 0 all the way up to Python 3.9 at the time. And I think it still works in 3.11 right now. On day n, use Python n-1. Yeah. I hit the point where I could do the evil plan I mentioned, submit ridiculously complex code to review some of your code. Luckily, you realized my bug that was misspelled as butt was actually bug. Yes. Yes. But others is going to bed. Thank you for stopping by. Good to see you. I need to fill up my water, so I'm going to do that real quick, and I will be right back, and then we'll pick up wherever I got distracted. But I will see you in a sec. I totally hit the wrong be right back screen. Whoops. This is the one that I meant to hit. But for some reason I hit my YouTube end screen. My bad. Anyway, we're back. Sorry about that. The answer says set up CI for this with every Python version. So funny you say that. I actually have, I have CI that builds all of these versions, so it wouldn't be too hard to make all of those work. So we could do this. Yeah, sorry about the messed up beer pack stream. Izzy FM, thank you for the follow. Welcome. CJ, welcome to the stream. It's fine. Yeah, I goofed up. Which day used Perl? I don't know, but I feel like my Perl was not very Perl-like. I'm pretty sure the Perl I wrote was just kinda Python-like Perl. Yeah, because I didn't really know Perl, so it was mostly just like, worth this. Not just Perl, Perl is easy, Perl 1? Oh. I don't know, man. I think this is Perl... Which one was the meme? Perl 6? Perl 5? I don't know. This is the one before the, like, major Perl rewrite shenanigans that I don't remember the specifics of. Okay. Streams uploaded to YouTube. Yeah, we might do solutions on there. We'll see. We're probably just gonna do the same thing this year because I have employment, so I don't have too much time to work on stuff. CJ says, just tuning in, what's your plan for this year's ASC? I'm gonna try and get points and and maybe do some in SQLite. We'll see. We will see. We did a handful of days last year in SQLite. I'll do the ones that seemed fun. And maybe we'll be able to adapt some of the previous solutions. Oh, I gotta set up CI. Let's do that real quick. Oh, look at that. Oh, right, because I set that up. I'm collecting more and more people and organizations that have pre-commit CI set up. Slowly, I will have all of them. Right. Get my GitHub password. Man, every time that little Google dialog shows up, slight spike in blood pressure. ASC 2021. Cool. That should make this get populated. Let's see. Okay, that's that. This seems fine. We need to sort without a selection. I think this is all I need. Playgate on a page, reorder Python imports. We're gonna target 3.8 this year. And that looks fine. We updated the ReamD. Yep, leave that alone. And this is our template, which I think we're gonna go with this year. Usually I sit here and then paste as we go. That'll be good. That's our dependencies. Oh, we want to do our updated MyPy configuration. Which I think is actually just check on type des, slow. I don't think we'll actually hit any of those, but we will put them in anyway. Our little support thing. Cool. All right, I think that's mostly what I want. Initial commit. Push that up. Schmiley says, why did you highlight something? No real reason. I was just, I don't know, highlighting what I'm looking at. No real reason. CJ says, I'm planning on trying to go fast for the first few days, then learning Rust after I have no chance of a lucky leaderboard. Yeah, I feel like my sweet spot for getting leaderboard is like somewhere between day 6 and 15. Those are usually the ones where it's like, you know, right at the peak of my algorithmic knowledge, and I'm just faster on execution. The first days are like, people are way faster than me because there's a lot more people that know that. And then the last days are just like I'm gonna not be as fast on. But Jason Gruel says, is this last year's ASC? So I'm setting up a repository, that way I have kind of my boilerplate to get ready, so I can just go tomorrow. But yeah, I'm mostly copying stuff from the previous year. I've seen a couple of times people highlight something after they've pasted their creds. That helps to clear the buffer in some way. Oh yeah, so when I did, you were asking when I did this, to make sure I pasted something, or were you saying in the browser? Maybe in the browser. Yeah, any of those cases, yes. I was doing that because I had a password in my clipboard and I wanted to clear the clipboard, and so I just copied some unrelated text. But yes, that's what you were referring to, and yes, you are right. It is because I was concerned about the creds, because I forgot to log into my password manager in this browser, so it's logged in my other browser. I only use Chrome for streaming, so everything else goes through Firefox, my other browser. Okay, cool. We are actually, I don't know how to fix this other than recloning, so we're just gonna do that. It's one of the few things that I don't know how to fix without recloning, so we will just do that. Yeah, so now it has the proper thing. Oh, maybe if I would have done git branch -u origin master, that would have worked. Oh well, this is fast enough. And recreate our virtualenv. Note that we've got some cool tech that auto activates the virtual environment, so I don't actually have to run this. I don't know why I ran it anyway. But yeah. I believe it needs -M. Shortcut for move force. I don't think that matters. MG Nispoli, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. What does force do? Reset to start point. Even if the branch exists without -f, it refuses to delete. I think force just deletes the branch if it already exists. I don't think that's it. I don't know. I don't know. Can you tell how it auto installs precommit and activates the virtual env on CD? So I'm using a tool called Activator, which prints nothing with no arguments, which that's just how it's supposed to work, that I wrote at Yelp, yet none of the code blames me because I didn't open source it, I think like most of the code blames to Chris, because Chris did the work to open source it. But this is a tool that I wrote. And basically what it lets you do is write a activate.sh and deactivate.sh. And in the case of virtual environments, the easiest is just symlink. And so what Activator does is, can actually kind of show what it does. AOC 2021 and Activator. This is the commands that it runs. and that gets hooked up in a thing called prompt command, which runs in between every execution. This is what my prompt command looks like, I think. Yeah, sure. There you go. And so it runs as prompt command, and basically this is the activator bit here. Oh, you can't see it because it's off screen. This is the activator bit here. So what it does is it makes sure that activator is still installed, and then runs eval on the output of activator. And so it basically runs these three things here. And so if we cd into AOC and do activator active, I think there's more variables. Oh, there's a version also. I guess that gets sourced on startup. But yeah, it prints out this activator active. This is what activator uses to figure out whether it's activated or not. And yes, the 2 A's are intentional. The original name for this was auto activator, but I think the name was taken or something. I don't know. So yeah, that's the thing that does the virtual env activation. This is the part. Just do it over here. This is the part that does the pre-commit activation. So if there is a git directory and git hooks pre-commit is not executable, and there's a pre-commit config.yaml, and pre-commit is found, I should change that to, what is it, command-v? Since which is non-portable, we will fix that. Which? Dooms and Tora S, thank you both for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Let's fix that. Command-v. Hey. Cool. Which is non-portable. Use command-v. Not that it matters, because all of the systems that I run on have which installed. Which reminds me, maybe we'll find something else that uses which. Down the rabbit hole we go! John says, basically can I implement a Rust feature I found useful and like in my C++ code base and leave the stuff I dislike. Nice, nice. Oh, you took resolve. Nice, cool. Cheese lover, how you doing? Welcome back. Thank you for writing this. This is good stuff. Yeah. It we originally built this at Yelp because the way the development environments worked was system Python with things like with a symlink. Well, not really a symlink. A special file. Actually, I did a video on path files. A special PTH file, which is basically a magical file that runs on Python startup. This was installed to the system Python, and it would bootstrap the development environment if you ran it in a particular directory. And because of this, people just like assumed magically that all of the stuff was always on sys.path, and so they didn't really worry about stuff. And when we wanted to upgrade the Python, we needed to move away from the system Python and move to virtual environments in the way that everyone does this basically. And people were not happy about having to activate the virtual environment, so we built this tool activator to handle that. Sorry, I've missed the part. Why is command-v better than which? Because which is not specified in POSIX. Can Wix actually tell you about this? Which returns the path names of files which would be executed in the current environment had its environments been given as commands in a strictly POSIX. Where's the thing? Which is not portable. I'm never gonna be able to find this. But basically, which is not specified in POSIX, and so an implementation may or may not exist and may or may not do what you want it to do. There was recently a big hubbub about Debian moving the location of which to a package that's less installed. And one of the maintainers being really salty about it or something. But command-v is specified by POSIX, and so worth doing instead. And it's faster because it's implemented directly in the shell rather than shelling out, because command is a shell built-in. So Mega says, just noticed you have the Mars 2020 helicopter badge. I do, and actually I should have it for more things. But they were slightly inconsistent in picking which repositories counted. Like I think mine was for Python and Flask, Python, and NumPy, and more. But they like didn't count Precommit or PyTest or Black or like any of the other tools that I contributed to, even though the lander uses all of those to do tests and stuff. So I guess those didn't count. But yeah, I do have the helicopter badge. Smelly says, is there any other way to auto install Precommit in each new repo except Git's templater? I mean, this is one way. Templater is the other way. This one is slightly like this is slightly not great in that if I clone someone else's repo, I don't really want this to be auto installed. So like I'm very cognizant of that, and I don't run the git hooks until I, look at the config file and make sure it's reasonable. So there are some manual security things that this is maybe not the best about, but I mean, to each your own. There are systems which may not have which available. Yeah, exactly. And you can't use which to find which, right? Oh, we've got two good links from OnNightly and Rizix. Why not to use which, what to use instead? They have the history. Oh, there's a lot of history. Okay, we're not reading that. But you can all check it out. Thank you both, OnNightly and Rizix. The inserter says, is there an LRU cache with an expiration date? Think about adding something like that to a Flask route to reduce DB load. Not in the standard library, but there are many cache libraries that have a similar thing in them, so I would check out one of those. Hey, what's up, Polyansker? Hello. Are you gonna do AOC and SQLite this year? I'm gonna do a few. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna do as many as I can in SQLite, I guess. Time permitting, because I have a real job this year, so I guess I had a real job in 2019 also, but I feel like being in Eastern time. Well, I'm gonna try and shift my sleep schedule to Pacific time. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, that is the plan. Oh, hello. Uh-oh. That's weird. Why did this show up here? Real confusing. Okay, anyway. Crazy that I started watching you last year. Oh yeah, were you here? You were here long since October of 2020. Yeah, crazy. Crazy, Zithrius. In December, I was searching for AOC solutions and stumbled across your streams. Nice. Okay, what was I doing? I was checking on whether CI completed or not. Unknown? What do you mean? Is this just cached? Did I really fuck this up? Oh. Oh. Dang it. I thought I had replaced all the 2020s, but I guess not. What year is it? Okay, so that should fix the ReamD badge. Hey, nice. And 2.6 seconds, nice, cool. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do. Melfbet says 2020 never happened. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, we were gonna look for witches. Right. Oh, wait, buzz grab. Witch. I don't write shell scripts that often. Oh, this is gonna be really hard. Hmm. So this will find scripts that have a bash shebang in them. And this will find witch. But also it's going to find a bunch of other junk as well. These are all Python scripts. Markdown. Okay. Looks like I don't have any other witches. Or hopefully don't have any other witches. Oh, right. We were going to copy a Game of Life solution into here because I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to see a Game of Life problem. And yeah, we're gonna pre-jack that one a little bit. PSC 2020. What did I call? I don't even know which ones are gonna look like it. Probably grab. J3 one of them? Oh, I did this one in SQLite? There's no way I did a... There's no way that I did a Game of Life in SQLite, right? What the hell is this? Okay, I don't think it's that one. 17? Oh yeah, this is a Game of Life. There we go. 10 out of 10 best Salem witch hunter. Yes. What's the problem with twin witches? You don't know which is which. Oh no, flying Wookie. This is the forest and tree ones? I don't remember what this was. This one's apparently a 3-dimensional one. I don't think we need 3-dimensional. But yeah, I use basically a mark and then sweep approach here, which works well. Snowcone, how you doing? Hello, hello. Anthony writes code? It's true. It's true, I do. Snow and I were actually talking about shiny Pokemon earlier today. Oh shit! My friend just got her citizenship in the US, which is awesome. But right, Snow and I were talking about shiny Pokemon earlier today. which if you don't know, I have a bit of an obsession with shiny Pokemon. Do I select the column? Yeah. 1205 shiny Pokemon. But anyway, we were talking about kind of the nifty math behind expected values and percentages and chances and all that other stuff. Yeah. I don't think this is Game of Life. This is 100% Game of Life. This is mark all the things in ranges around the position, and then count how many are marked, basically. But I think this is a 3D one. I think part 2 is 4D, if I remember correctly. Yeah. 4D game of life. This one I got points. I feel like I got points on this one. I feel like I was super fast on this one. Adventofcode.com 2020 stats. 17. Yeah, I fucking destroyed it. This was my best. I think this is my best placement ever. Oh wait, no, this is my best placement ever. Immediately refuted. Oh yeah, I think this is my best two-part, I guess. Slightly. 74 points over 71 points. Oh, actually, no, this one was better. Anyway. But if we get it, if we get a game of life problem, we're gonna get points this year, 100%. Bugle Cook, how you doing? Hello, hello. Is there a 2D one? Yeah, probably. We'll just adopt this into a 2D problem. Snowcone says, I'm doing well. Have your stream open as I play Pokemon. Nice, nice, nice. Papaya says, congrats to your friend. Yeah, yeah. She was going through the process last time I saw her, so great that she got it. Correctly, that's a lot of shinies. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time. Is his spreadsheet not a little worrisome? Oh no, it's incredibly worrisome. It's incredibly worrisome because if you think about it, if you think about the sheer amount of time this represents, so even the fastest shiny Pokemon method, which is probably Hordes, I believe has an expected value of, or expected time of 70 minutes. Even at that rate, 70 minutes times 1205 is still 59 days of linear time. If they were all bred, which is fairly fast method, if they were all bred, oh, it hurts. If they're all bred, it's almost 2 years of linear time. Yikes. And breeding is one of the faster methods. If they're not random encounters. Random encounters is kind of like the slower end of things. So this is an overestimation. Software settings also somewhere around in here too. Yikes. I think day 17 was 3D, but day 11 was 2D with an L. Day 11. Yeah, I did this one in the not smart way though. This is the slow way to do this. Did I do it in the fast way here? Yeah, I did it in the fast way here. Look at this shit. Gotta go fast, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna copy that 3D one that was slightly simpler. Weird that day 17 is simpler than day 11, but I guess everything's good. I need to order a monitor and case fans because mine didn't come with any, but we turned it on and the cooler lights turned on. Oh, nice! Nice! Oh, your computer maybe works? Feel Quick says, I'm hungry and going to eat a pumpkin. I don't think I've ever consumed an actual pumpkin. Sither says, I would like to make it to day 10 this year. I think you can do it. Make it happen. Talisman, how's it going? Snowcone diverts production woohoos in Python DevOps stream to Pokemon Flexing stream. Oh, webhoos. Wait, webhoos? What? There's no fucking way that I'm productive on the stream. TLDR for shiny Pokemon? They're very, very rare, and they have different colors, and that's it. So, like, what's a good one? Mew, I think, is my favorite shiny. The normal Mew is pink, and shiny Mew is blue. They just have an alternate color palette. There's nothing else special about them. In second gen, they had a particular stat setup. It wasn't a particularly good stat setup, but it was computed based on that. But since then, it's computed based on a hidden value. This is another one of my favorites, Latias. But yeah, they're just different colors. That's it. Rose says bread. Wait, what? How many in BDSP? I actually have 0 shinies in BDSP. I have not caught any yet. But I also haven't completed the game because I've been doing it on stream. Yeah. 28 hours until AOC. Indeed. We're counting down. We're almost there. Okay. Let's copy this. AOC 2020. This to day 00. Game of life.py. And we're gonna change this to be 2-dimensional. Why did I do you as a Wiktionary? Wouldn't you have just been a set? Space. Yeah, I don't know why I did this as a dictionary. I'm pretty sure we can do this as a set. Before we fuck up the problem, let's convert it to a set, and then yeah, we'll make it into a set, make sure it still works, and then we'll copy the code over. 24 hours for me? Well, it's the same time for everyone, Black Box. Yeah, it's always midnight Eastern. Started my Shining Pearl Shiny Log a few days ago. Still resetting Shimchar. So, Nurm, I know you probably don't want to hear this. But the time for a reset is 2 minutes. And the rate is 1 in 4096. And so the expected value in hours is 136 hours of resetting. Which is maybe not the most fun. But just so you know. Hey, what's up, Mustafa? Hello. Sunu's time zone based? No, everyone starts at the same time. That's how the leaderboard can work. Nearly a week of resets, yeah. Are you saying you don't have a week to wait for it? I'm just saying there's better ways. Like, this is the rate for encountering at the beginning of the game. If you instead patched it, so let's say this is probably overestimating. Let's say that you have the shiny charm and your Masuda breeding. It's only 9 hours at that point. This is a little bit better. Also, are you ready to get the shiny Starly that you can't catch at the beginning of the game? Or the shiny Bidoof in the catching tutorial? Because either of those are not great. You could underground grind. The underground is only 4096, 2048. Yeah. The underground is 1 in 2048, which is not great chances. And this is only if you have everything set up properly. So this is like best case scenario. But more realistic case, it's probably like 3 minutes of running in and out, and probably somewhere in the middle of here. So it's still pretty slow. Mina Malzo, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Anthony's true passion. Yeah, it's true, Color Marku, when I've spent nearly 2 years of linear time doing this. So. Yeah. Although a lot of the shiny grinding that I was doing while I was on an exercise bike or playing multiple games at once, so it's not necessarily linear time. Yeah, no, I mean, like, whatever. I think they didn't understand me. That's fine. Do you think when you do pull request review, you should examine the PR in your own machine? Most of the time, not really. Grinding, something to do when you do boring stuff like exercise, yeah. just do double boring stuff at the same time. It's all good. Is this you? Is this image? This is not me. But let me find a similar photo of me. Which looks pretty much the same. New tab. I know it looks like I'm not wearing pants in this, but I'm definitely wearing pants. But in this photo, I am playing 3 3DSs and 2 DS Lites. Wait, which 3DS is this? Oh yeah, there's a 3DS over here. There's a DS Lite here. There's a DS Lite here, and then there's my Japanese 3DS here, and my main 3DS here. And I'm watching YouTube all at the same time. So yeah, this happens. Most of the time no, but there are instances where I'm reviewing PRs so convoluted that I have to pull them locally just to get a bearing on what's changed. Yeah. DJ says, something I just thought of. This is my first year doing AOC while also having a real job. Any tips for balancing the two / keeping my energy as the problems get harder? You don't have to complete them in December. I think that's the biggest thing for most people balancing between a full day job. Like, it's okay to take your time. You can finish them whenever you want. But yeah. Is that a full-size bed? I have no idea. This was not my bed. This was my ex-girlfriend's bed. So I have no idea what size this bed is. What a life, so jealous. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, right. We're improving this solution. Day 17, part 1. I'm pretty sure I just did this as a dictionary because I was going fast and not really thinking about it. Space dot add this. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure this C is unused. Yup. Space. Gotta go to space. This can be a set comprehend. Oh wait, no, it can't. A new space dots add K. Yeah, like V is unused here also. Oh wait, V is equal to 3. Wait, no, V is used here. V is used here. This is the count. Yeah, because we're going through the Wiktionary up there. Yep. Okay. $388. Okay, cool. That's a little bit better. I'm not gonna. I already archived this repo, so I'm not gonna contribute to it, but we will use this here. All right, sick. Grim says I could use the microcontroller to reset, skip all the dialogue, and just manually see if it's shiny, but that kind of defeats the challenge. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Schmiley says some real off top here. What's your attitude towards Kenneth Reeds? uh, in fewer words, fuck that guy. I'm sure you've noticed that I don't use requests in any of my projects, or pipenv, or anything else that they have touched. But yeah, that's why. Okay, so we don't need 3 dimensions here, so we can get rid of the z. And get rid of the z. And and I assume that's the right value. Don't actually know. But I guess if I'm doing a full template here, I should just do it like this, and I can paste in the values later. This, of course, doesn't work with multi-character input, but maybe I do go with the dictionary solution. But I don't know, this is probably fine for now. What's the beef? I mean, yeah, there's one fairly public blog post about it from Blackbox, but there's also like a whole bunch of other shit that I'm just not going to talk about on stream because it's not really appropriate discourse and stuff that I am not comfortable talking about to an audience. I don't really want to put that person on blast, so we're just not going to cover the other stuff. But there's a lot of stuff that's not public that has happened. All right, we'll set a delay. Why though? Why do you change this? Well, the times are so tight. I don't think anyone other than web's great. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be. We're gonna stream it anyway, so I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Link there if people are interested. Don't bring up stuff you're not comfortable. Yeah. Steph says, "Do you have a car?" I do. I have a 2020 Audi Q5 in black. So my car basically looks like this. Yeah, Eric dropped in and said it was fine. Yep. Well, shouldn't be a big deal. And I don't put my stuff on GitHub until after the fact anyway, so it's not a big deal. Shmai says, "Thanks, Anthony. You're a really great person, talented developer. I appreciate the efforts and things you contributed. Keep up the great work." Thanks. Appreciate that. Okay, so we've got our mark and sweep game of life in case that comes up. I don't think there's been any other repeat problems or problems that have come up as often as a game of life problem, so I'm hoping that's good enough. Because there were like 3 of them in 2019, and or no, 3 of them in 2020, and 2 of them in 2019. So I think that'll be good enough for what we want to do here. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. I hopefully well. But now that we've done that, I think we're ready. I think I'm ready for AOC. So that part of the stream's done. Which means we have some time to do some other stuff. Let us... I'm gonna try and do this, but apply it to my other repos. Close these. I'm gonna try and improve these everywhere. So let's do all repos grep, pragma, no cover. in repos, and we're gonna grep out the talks and PyTest, since I don't think either of them use my coverage plugin. I could be wrong though. Nope, PyTest does not. Oh, of course, it's one of my projects. I was like, why is that there? Just use GitHub Copilot, insert game of life solution. Yeah. What is the breakpoint to developers should consider such companies? Salary, team manager. It depends on. It's really up to you, man. Like, if you're unhappy and you think you can make more money and be happier somewhere else, then fucking do it. I am not gonna try and decide how you should move companies. Oh. I was thinking what I can do here is I can grab this, and I can also grab this, and then I can intersect the two. Com 1 2, yeah. All repos, grab repos. Pragma, no cover. So this should just get me the repos that both use cov defaults and, oh, I gotta sort. Right. Both use cov defaults and have no cover comments. Cool. So then these are the ones that I can fix up those pragmas in. So then I can do all repos manual. Those repos, commit message. This. Come on. Branch name cov defaults to 1. Yeah. And we'll try that. See how it goes. Did you develop this command line tool? Yes. Here is a link to it. Git grep pragma no cover. Okay, so this will be no cover in less than 939. I don't know what that is supposed to be. And Charlie, comma, AST helpers. When was this added is the question. Ah, oh, damn. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so now I can find the actual commit this was added in. Oh, I could have done git-log-g. Workaround Python 3.9 parser bug. Ah, okay, so in old versions, it doesn't have this? Candidates. Oh, we can just we can just try it and not like we're committing directly. This should be less than 3.9 cover. 3.9. Pragma greater than or equal 3.8 cover. Pragma greater than or equal 3.8 cover. pragma greater than or equal 3.10 cover. All right, and then we can run a bunch of different versions. Pi 3.8, Pi 3.9, Pi 10. And we'll see if that was correct. Are you an expert in any other language other than Python? At various times in my life, I would have said yes to JavaScript, C++, C#, Python. Probably those languages. But I have not kept up. There's no way to keep up with the JavaScript community, first off. And I've not kept up with C++ either. Okay, so this was not quite right. What are we doing here? Line 98 to exit. Oh. So that means that statement is always true. Don't know that that's always true. Okay, assume with escape to new lines, maybe this fails. Let's try that. So how do? Okay, so in order to be true there, we would have to find something without commas, or find something that's multi-line, and it is a tuple, and the offset of the first node is not the same as the offset of the second node. Okay, so I think if we do... Oh, but it would have to be a parenthesis. Some other grouping element. This? I think the tests are telling me that piece of code is impossible. I think we're going to trust the tests, but I'm pretty sure that they're not exhaustive. I think we can just do this. I think that's the least likely to crash. All right, let's run talks again. Go should be in the list. I mean, shit, T.py. The fuck is this? JavaScript? Yeah, I think like for me to consider myself an expert at Go, I would have to know more of the standard, or the, yeah, I guess standard library. I don't remember what they call it. The built-in stuff. So like from a syntax perspective, yeah, I'm fine, but like beyond that, not really. All right, so the cool thing about this is I generate this diff, and all I have to do is type exit 0, I think just exit will work. And it'll make a pull request for me after it asks me if it looks good, even though we just looked at it. So I just say yes. And fuck. Damn it. And it didn't work because the get hooks failed. So let's there's no easy way to quit fast, so this is the fastest way to quit fast. We have to redo this. Fortunately, it prints the diff before it goes, so we can just copy the diff. Yeah, it should maybe retry on GitHub failures. I did not think about that. Alright, we'll do it again. You can just exit in and fuck. Yeah, hey, what's up, Addison? Hello, hello. You can never be an expert in C++. Yeah. Unfortunately, we can just copy the patch from earlier. Alright, but now we're gonna do this every time. just to make sure. Okay, so now I can do Control D and say yes. Now I can move on to the next one. And it'll make the pull request for me. Bill Gates got blue screen in the Windows 95 demo? Yeah. That's how these things go. A-L. Okay, well, we can't actually improve on this one because it is a bug in Bye-Bye 3, I guess. And this is a I think I can do this. Oh, but then the line gets too long. Can I put it on the decorator, maybe? Fragment no cover depends on running conditions. Yeah. Some of our tests check things based on their working directory. Things aren't necessarily importable. Make them not actually importable. Oh. Okay. Just run any version for this one. Software updater. Yeah, what do we got to update here? Kernel headers. Totally not gonna brick my machine. We'll deal with those later. Oh. XPass. I fucked up the xfail then. Confusion. Expected failed due to case sensitive common path. Is this the one that's X passing? It's the which one is X passing? Just application directory case. Why is this passing? Why? We make a temporary directory called capital SRC, and we write an init.py inside of it. And then we put lowercase src on our path, and we get application as the directory type. Why the fuck? How though? How is that possible? Are you interested in the NBA? No, I don't follow basketball. AOC starts tomorrow. Indeed, it does. Yeah, wait, I don't expect this to pass. Why does this pass? Does it pass in all the versions? Very strange. Very strange. Well, I guess it's not X failing. You're smarter than what you think. Whatever I did back then was wrong, so clearly not. And I can't really test this on Windows. What I would want to do. Well, I assume CI tests on Windows, so YOLO, I guess. I wonder if it's PyPy, maybe? Could be it. Never done ASC, but I'm thinking of trying this too. Yeah, do it. It'll be fun. And you can join the, we have a leaderboard on the Discord if you want to check that out. I don't know. Well, we'll let the, we will let the, this actually doesn't need newer cup defaults, but yeah, we'll let CI handle it. Oh, I should have ran the hooks first. I clearly learned from the last time we did this. I think it's fine. Neil Porter, hello. Is this like Yeet code on steroids? ASC? Kind of. The first bunch of days are really easy. They ramp up in difficulty as things go on. But it's, I don't know. I think they're much better than Leet code. I think they have a lot of nice lore to them, basically. Do you have to finish on time? No, you can finish whenever you want. Black Box is heading out. Well, thank you for stopping by. Good to see you. Okay. So not those ones. Nor that one. Nor that one. Here we go. If type comments, so this is pragma greater than or equal to the 3.8 cover. This will be pragma less than 3.8 cover. Okay. This is no covered because of typed AST. Run a bunch of Python versions. JavaPy says, do you install all those Python versions with dead snakes? Yes. I always wanted to do that, but I wonder if they have any conflicts. Nope. Dead snakes is intentionally conflict-free with upstream Ubuntu. Otherwise, it wouldn't be useful. So I put a lot of effort in to make sure that they're not that they don't conflict with other packages. Should be perfectly safe to install. Okay, looks like this was good. Set this to 2.1. We're gonna do this just to be safe, because we actually don't get a chance to do the get hooks. And then looks good. Yup. So then we can see how that pull request is doing. Concur not. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh. I clicked refresh. I was like, wait, what? Interesting. Okay, so the no cover comment can't go on that line. Oh, it could. Maybe you can go on the top of the decorator. We'll try that instead. But after we do this, Steve-O Bandito! Thank you for the resub at 17 months. Thank you for your continued support. It's great to see you. How are you doing? A pragma less than 3.8 cover. Pragma 3.8 cover. Pragma less than 3.8 cover. Stupid import lib metadata. Stupid import lib metadata. Echo sbug. We've already done those there. This is platform dependent, but have I set it up like this? Well, we'll just do this. Because we don't run the tests on any platform other than Windows. I've typed this word so many times that it doesn't look like a word anymore. Okay, we looked at that already. Testing thing. Right. Did we drop Python 3.6 here? We did. This will take a while to run the tests. Because the tests take a while, and sometimes they're flaky. Fine. 1 month until my new badge. Oh yeah, you do get one at 18 months. That's true, it's true. Hey, what's up, Leonard SH? How you doing? It has been a while. Welcome back. New room, yes. New room, new webcam. I moved. I have a whole new setup. My lights are off right now because we wanted the mood lighting for whatever reason. So, but yeah, I'm in Ann Arbor, Michigan now. I'm no longer in the Bay Area. When is Babby going to be released as box software that I can buy in computer stores? You can get it for free right now on PyPI. How are you doing, Joey's Bites? Good to see you again. Can you not minimize this? Hello? This button, it does nothing. Oh, no, that works. Weird. Concern. Don't know why it's like that. Okay, but while this is running, we can fix this. Maybe one of those updates fixes the window? Probably not. Okay, does this work here maybe? Joyce Bite says, been good, been distro hopping, trying OpenSUSE Leap as my development environment. Interesting choice. Holy shit. Look at how many coverage files it combined. Oh, that's funny. I have not run this full test suite in a while. Leonard says, I've created some issues on your GitHub page and you took off the issue page. Oh, I saw that. I did see that. I didn't intend for there to be issues there. So you were a helpful reminder that I removed them on this repo. think, if I recall correctly. Although I don't think I did this one first. I think I did a different one first. Want to start this? Oh. Up. Okay, did we fix this here? Really just a question of whether Windows passes. Oh, it did. Nice. Cool. Fixed. Anthony! Welcome back! How are you doing? Another Anthony who writes code? No, I'm not shouting at myself. Silly tab complete. Welcome to the stream. How y'all doing today? How was your stream? My name is Anthony. I frequently work on open source Python stuff. Some of the things that I maintain or work on that you may have heard of are Flake8, PyTest, Talks, Precommit, PyFlakes, Dead Snakes, and many, many more. Today we did some prep for Advent of Code, which starts tomorrow. Advent of Code is a programming challenge puzzle thing, an advent calendar of sorts, where a new puzzle comes out every day at midnight Eastern, and we all compete to try and do real good, get points, go fast, zoom zoom. And that'll be starting tomorrow, and we'll be streaming hopefully all of those, assuming I don't burn out and lose my damn mind. But I mostly got all of that set up, so now we are fixing up some coverage comments in my code bases, all of my code bases, and currently you are seeing the test suite from my text editor run, which actually spins up the text editor in the background using tmux and interacts with it similar to Selenium. This test suite I think is really, really cool, but yeah, it is testing my text editor at the moment. Fudge Request says my name isn't Anthony. Am I no longer allowed to write code? Yep. You're done now. You gotta change your name to Anthony. Steven Dito says I'm gonna try and do all 25 this year. Nice. Yeah, how was your stream, Anthony? What did you work on? What were you working on this stream? I kind of forget what you were working on before. I've tuned into a few of your streams. Mostly just lurking. We got the market corner, yeah. Okay. Guess we can merge these other ones while that is going. We wrote config files for hours. I mean, that's a big part of programming. That's a big part of programming. But that's cool. Hopefully that went well. Technically I made a code change there. Not gonna release it, and it'll be future me's problem. Yeah, what could go wrong? Future me's problem. He broke his testing and fixed his testing. Nice. Anthony Quest incoming. Nice. Welcome to the stream, Bardbaz, an averagely sized rabbit. Hopefully you both are doing well. Good, using the Google Analytics API to assess popularity of the users on our platform. Oh, that's cool. We set up a prettier config. Fancy. KB Codes, thank you for the follow. Welcome. And averagely sized rabbit, thank you both for the follow. Future Anthony can solve that? Yeah, well, we'll just let Future Anthony deal with it. But for now, present Anthony will just be like, whatever. You now follow 2 Anthonys. Nice. Okay, that looks good. And Bardbaz, thank you as well for the follow. Fucking past me, Future Anthony. Yeah, I mean, it happens. I shake my fists at past me all the time. But hey, past me helps me get to where I am now. Oh, this is meta. This probably doesn't have actual no cover comments. This is probably just it detecting its own code. Yeah. That one we can just skip. Dead. Does dead have no covers? Oh, Yeah, it does. Greater than equals 0.8 cover. No. No, now the line is too long. They're called pause only args, so that's probably fine. Run a bunch of versions, make sure that's still good. Future Anthony is the worst. He's never gonna finish all the work he's been assigned. Should probably just fire. Yeah, I have a lot of in progress projects. Shit. Visit store is so convenient. Visit constant sucks so much. We're just gonna ignore this warning because they're probably never going to remove it. I was real mad when they deprecated this. But that's for future me to deal with. My neighbor's smoke alarm is going off. Slight concern. Booyah! Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. And it's going off again. I hope they're all right. Anthony says, "Gotta go eat something. Have a great day to all the Anthonys and no one else." Well, thanks for stopping by and thank you for the raid. And hopefully you have a good meal. And I'll see you around in the future. So cover. Interesting that I wrote this in the opposite direction of what I usually do. Usually I do this. Interesting. Easy fix though. I am Monster. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Nirm says my day just started 2 hours ago. That's no good. I see. John Guy says, I'm gonna go to bed, so great day to anyone not called Anthony. That's fair, that's fair. Have a good one, John Mega. I'm Monster says, glad to see some nice content. Awesome. Well, welcome, welcome. How'd you enjoy it? What? Fuck? Empty set. Why are these broken in 3.9? Oh no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Why? Why are you broken? Well, I guess that's a reason to fix the tests. I didn't know this thing was broken. It changed. Oh, I know it changed. I know it changed. It's the subscript change. If it's instance node.value ast.slice return. Oh, it's node.slice. Yeah. Node.slice.value. Otherwise, return node.slice. So then we have to do uh oh, it's not slice, it's .index. Right. Because it could be a slice. This is what we want to do. Why do we have multiple visitors? Is this version upper slice? I thought I had tested all my code works in 3.9. I'm actually surprised that this fails. Okay, so that should fix it. Starblam says, why Michigan? I've been AWOL and missed the reason for the move. A bunch of different reasons. Closer to family, cost of living, seasons. I wanted to buy a car and couldn't really rationalize that in California. That's just a few. Also, my lease was running out, and they tore down the grocery store that was across the street from where I was living, and we're building a apartment complex and digging a 6-level deep parking structure, and it was basically earthquakes all day. But yeah. Oh, somebody asked about these buttons in the middle. This is the keyboard. I use it to switch scenes, so I can just use it as kind of like a little keypad. Sorry that I didn't answer that, but hopefully I've gotten to it now. Seasons, according to my family in Texas, the worst excuse for not being in the South? Well, I am a fan of seasons, personally. Why did this not work? Oh, because it's used here. All right, good slice dot value. Please. That should fix it. Clearly does. We still have another run here. Blum. Shit. This one's gonna be a little bit clunky to write. This is one of the few cases where, like, because MyPy's not gonna know about this. Uh, isn't compare. We can make this into a function. That would work. Yeah, this is gonna have the same problem. Ah. Hmm. We can do is index. And int cool. Yeah, we can do that. Say is self.is index node dot left and equals 0. Self.is index node is node dot left and equals 1. Should work now. Totally does. I forgot self. We don't need. And when we drop Python 3.9, this library probably doesn't actually have much value after that. All right, 31. Yes, and this is where our new pragma comments come in play. I39, wait, greater than or equal to 3.9 cover. Okay, so we'll actually have to make a release for this one then. Average release size Rabbit says it was negative 2.5 for most of the day where I am in the UK. Lovely time for one of the few days I couldn't work from home. Nice, nice. Bummer they had to go in. There's snow on the ground here, which I'm pretty happy about. Okay, cool. So we found a bug and fixed it. Fun. Sure, pre-commit is happening before we send this along its way. We change share. Kurus, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Actually, I think I didn't need to change these ones. So actually, edit this again. Okay, so we are actually looking for slice here. So that's we want to split, and we want to discard that and that. And then I don't know the context here. we can actually reuse our helper here. Is index node n equals 2? I bet these fit on their own line now. Look at that. And we probably don't use node slice anymore. Except for there. So I can probably just inline that if statement. Oh. I think that's equivalent, hopefully. My mom informed me the other day that snow is a 4-letter word. That's funny. Is somebody just getting to grips with JavaScript and starting React? Python looks so daunting. I mean, it's not that much more complicated than JavaScript. This is probably more comparable to TypeScript because I'm writing type annotations here. You don't actually need them, but I would recommend them. I would also probably recommend TypeScript over JavaScript, but would it be node.slice.value in the isInstance branch? No. So that's the difference. In 3.9, they got rid of this type here. And it was just like this was a just useless container class for no reason. Oh, but this should be dot value. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yep, you were right. That's why we have tests. That's what I said? Okay. Alright, I just misread you. You're right. Should have trusted you. Okay, now let's look at the diff. Okay, we made that helper, which made this code a lot simpler. Ish. Cool. Okay, so now we can commit this. Looks good. Wait, did I run get add dash u? Why is it not telling me more about it? Why is it not showing me the diff? I don't know why it didn't show me the diff there. But we're gonna say yes. I want my contributor access now? need a little bit more than catching a typo in my stream. Chat is never wrong except when we are, which is more often than not. I'm glad you're paying attention though. That's good. That's good. I appreciate it. Oh, interestingly, I did the same thing here. Reorder those though. Yeah, this is the same fucking bullshit. Look at this, chat. The same stuff that we were just writing. Right here. Except why is this written in the opposite direction? Do new stuff first, old stuff later. No. Chat is both the best and worst, yeah. Fire says, if only there was a way to factor out repeated code. I'm not sure what you mean. Okay, this is probably that index line, I guess. Fine. It should get covered in 3.9 though. So that means that nothing is covering the slice case. I should just add a bogus test for that. But that's what happens when you remove no cover comments. 29. Yeah. It's subscript slice. It's literally all it is used for. Oops. Should actually probably make it more realistic. Should get us our coverage. Ethol says, started using fish shell recently, and oh boy, this is really nice. Definitely faster than usual. Wait until you start having to do subshells, and then you're like, fuck! Fuck fish! This is nice, but some bash scripts don't work in it? Yeah. Yeah. Because there's literally no subshell in bash. Dollars only used in variables in fish, so to value an expression, use parentheses command rather than dollar parentheses command. Yeah. Well. Have fun with no subshells. I am can heck off. Any significantly large shell script is gonna have trouble. Oh, it's a good thing that I did that. What got changed here? Oh, my test. Yeah. Let's run all these again just to make sure things are good. I think it didn't show me a diff because I instinctively ran get add issue, which, like, that's fair. Alright. Oh, it still shows the diff. Weird. How many more of these do we have to do? We have to make releases with the one that was broken too. So Babby and Dead we can commit. This is the one that was broken. Oh. We can merge this other one, but we need to make a release. Future F strings. Yeah, I don't think I can fix that one if I'm still testing. I think that one is still testing Python 2. It isn't? I don't know. Alright, let's make a release of this though. Live coding, how you doing? Real question. How do you grunt through AOC problems that you're stuck on? Does Twitch chat inevitably help you out with ideas? I've only really gotten stuck on 2 problems. Twitch chat helped me on the mathy one a little bit. I had the right ideas though, and the right formulas. The formulas I did wrong with weird typos, so chat helped me a little bit on that one. This is a bug fix. The 1.6.1. Alright, this song is looping 100%. Next. Like a bug in YouTube playlists where if there's 2 of the same video, sometimes it will just loop the video forever instead of going on to the next thing. It's really annoying. I'm working through 2015 AOC and had to cheat and look up other people's answers for 3 or 4 problems. 2015 was before Eric normalized the values a little bit. But yeah, every time I see from future, I'm like, oh boy. In this case, it's not that complicated. It's just annotations. Why are these security modules each 15 minutes and I have like 15 of them? Oh my god. That's a lot. He also says, by the way, in PyTest world, has anyone ever talked about testing PySpark packages? Or is there a testing library for PySpark? Oh boy, PySpark. PySpark is such a fucking disaster. Because realistically, to run any validation against it, you need to spin up the full like JVM suite and like actually run a Spark cluster, which like nobody has time for that. Okay. This didn't test. Actually, I'm pretty does this still test Python 2? It does. We're just gonna ignore that one. On to the next one. How fast you type move through the menus? The world's best watch out when you get to the point where you can directly interface with the computer with your mind. Yeah. Killing children leaving, great message, control seeing a process, gets the FBI on the plane. Yeah. Iceberg is a disaster because it goes Python, Scala, JVM, and the error messages you get call back through all 3. Yeah. 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 Disaster. Hey, that one we don't have to do anything for. Probably the same thing here. We already did that one. To-do. Have not finished that one yet. Okay, nothing to do there. think this can be Win30. Oh wait, yeah. Okay. That we just don't test. Oh, I should have bumped the versions. I forgot to bump the versions in the other ones. Oh. It's still resolved to the latest, so it's not a huge deal. I think this is fine. We'll see what CI has to say. Hey, what's up, Dushi? Hello, hello. Silly question, but why are you working under temp? I always work under temp. I like to live dangerously. But more specifically, the left panel is under temp because it is. I'm using all repos manual, and it is continually cloning each repo, dropping me into a shell where I can do whatever refactorings that I need to do, and then auto committing and making a PR for me. So it's basically I'm doing an iterative repeated process over here without having to manually keep cloning each of the next repos. So that's why it works that way. Ooh, less than 3.10 cover. Interesting. Oh, that's it. On the test, let's see how it goes. But yeah, I pretty much always work in temp just because, I mean, sometimes I work in my workspace, but sometimes not. 17 to 24. What? Those are supposed to know branch automatically. Maybe I put the comment in the wrong place? Yeah, I think this is supposed to go up here. Pragma no branch, I guess, is slightly more sensitive than Pragma no cover. Yeah, there we go. Wait, now 310 is failing. The fuck? What? Did I fuck up this regex somehow? This looks right. Okay, so this is clearly supposed to go here. And is this what I need? That's so stupid. Really? That's crazy. So because it's a multi-line if statement, I have to do this bullshit? How close to fitting up online is this? Very, very close, but no cigar. Nicole says, doesn't look too bad. You just have to manually construct test data for PyTest validation. The issue comes in the fact that your Docker file has to look like this. Yeah, I know. I already know what you're talking about. It looks like. It says to use Linux as your main PC. Only 10 row, 1-digit number? Yeah, well, I would still need the comment on the end, so it still wouldn't be perfect, but alas. Okay. Weird, but okay. I guess it's specifically because this is the statement line that it considers rather than this whole block, and the no cover applies to the entire block. So it's maybe slightly smarter about that. Pre-commit. Fun. I think we're just gonna leave that no covered. I think we already figured out that that one doesn't get fully covered in Windows, so just ignore it. This is already using the new syntax, so that's fine. Hey, here we go. I did the same pattern here. Pretty strange. That one's already done. This is also similarly not fully covered, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Same reason. Could in theory... Oh wait, this is all like racy and whatever. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna bother that one. Based on Windows version, and we don't test it, so fine. Alright. Stupid conda bullshit. That one's already set up. I should really be searching for no cover with a colon. That way I don't go over all these other ones. Yeah, test Sigwin. Go version. Sigwin stuff. I think we cover the only version specific branch, which is import lib metadata. Probably. Oh, I am wrong. Hey, I did this one right. Equal to 3.7. Cover. I don't know why I used os.name there instead of this .platform. Eventually don't cover that. My grep is off. Fine. Oh, why is that no covered? We got rid of the VM one. Yes. And we're just gonna let the CI system test this because these tests are really slow. PyTest marked at use fixture Spark session is the hardest thing to work out. Oh, is there a PyTest plugin for PySpark? Because that probably saves you a bunch of work. Nice, nice. Yeah, that's probably super helpful then. Yeah, weird that this doesn't work like I expected it to. Oh, we should adjust the script so that it has a colon in here. That way, specifically look for what we want. Okay, so that's based on platform support. There's no LFS. Symlinks. So nothing to update there. Coffee, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Thing that I do not consume. Ooh, do I have a pipeline though cover? I do. Pie cover. Really? I chose not to test that, I guess. Bug in Python 3.8 and Python 3.9? What? Oh, this is the break elision compiler optimization that confuses coverage. Hey, here we go. Pragma list. Wait. I don't know how that's gonna work. Nerdy Dreams, thank you for the host. Welcome, welcome. You have to dot two pandas sometimes. Oh no. Oh no. This comment is just wrong. I think that I do this. And then I think that's how this works. Which means I'm just gonna leave this as no cover. And then do this. Oh, I gotta do the same thing here. I'm at less than 3.8 cover. Oh, this one's easier. That one alone. And let's try this. Aneurysm, how are you doing? Welcome back. Aneurysm is one of the staff from AFC. What keyboard does 20k channel points buy me? We swapped from this keyboard, which is the Kinesis Freestyle Pro, to the Code V387, which is my other keyboard I often use on stream. It's that time of year, indeed it is. Indeed it is. Oh, we do not need to run the benchmark. And equals false. I'd love to see anything type on an ortholinear keyboard. Oh my god. I have tried to use one. I am garbage at ortholinear. Very, very garbage. I also tried to use the what's the fancy split keyboard that everyone's like, oh, this is the best keyboard ever. The Moonlander. I tried to use the Moonlander. I was real bad at that. Also, I don't know if it was just me, but the Moonlander felt like real cheap plastic. What do you mean missing on 441? Does this mean... oh, we're in a weird directory, right? Yeah. That's weird. Test parse. Here's test 441. Oh. A space. I gotta do this all over again. What the fuck? What happened here? Oh. Whoops. Hey, well, we found a bug. Now that I've been using Redox, knowing how hard going back is, I might have to save some points for a strategic time in December. Cool. Live coding says I'm a 104 key traditionalist. Model M was good enough for my grandpappy, it's good enough for me. Nice. I've heard some people live and die by those Model M's. Are you gonna disable cheering for Vim during AOC? Oh. Ooh, I didn't think about that. Fuck. Yeah, we'll probably have to turn that off. Or we'll just how is that gonna work? I could also just defer it. Maybe we'll write some fancy logic to defer it. Make it a minimum of 251. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I'll have to think about that. Just tell people in the spirit of season I'm giving you accept their gift of channel points. If I made it channel points, that would be even worse. The fuck? Oh. Wait, why the fuck? Why did these end up here? Oh, this is the new dumb shit that Pip is doing. Oh, that's so gross. This is so... Pip recently switched from always building in a temporary directory to now always building in the source directory, which I think is a stupid move. Because it's only a matter of time until somebody completely fucks up their working directory because they ran pip install, which is really obnoxious. But also it means that I'm gonna get a bunch of fucking git ignore, add file to git ignore PRs, which is just gonna be like, Forecast says, what made you decide to go with a split keyboard? Kinesis gifted this to me and they're like, here, use this on stream. it's free, and I was like, okay, I'll try a split keyboard. That was basically it. Last Clutch says, I got new keyboard recently. I could probably could have got something better, but I got a G513 Carbon from Logitech. Oh, nice, cool. People use a global config to disable that. The thing is, they're just removing the old way. They're just deleting it. Right now, it's opt in or opt out, but they're just gonna remove it at some point. Which is annoying. But whatever. I don't give a fuck. We will just ignore those files. Real dumb though. Okay. What do we change here? We fixed the PyPy build, which means I should probably make a release. And pre-commit passes. And we should set this to 2.1. Wait, how does LXML work? I mean, it doesn't. That's why CI didn't catch my bug. Because GitHub Actions does not have LXML installed. My keyboard friends Tofu PCB broke and they're hard to get, so I'm using a Ducky Mecha Mini. Oh, I've heard good things about Ducky. I don't know anything about them myself, other than I've heard good things. I've never tried one. Oh shit! That means we're done. Now we just get to merge all the things. Did we make code changes here? Not. We did a test though. That's cool. This one passed. Sweet. This one we had to do this weird thing. Know what that's about, but don't care, I guess. Keyboards are reliable, but if you want to customize your layout, you're shit out of luck. Only a problem on smaller form factors. Ah, I see. I see. Oh, do I really want to make a release of this? Is anyone really using this? I guess I only built the Linux mini Linux, or the mini Linux wheel. I didn't bother with the other platforms, so probably do this. Probably fine. Let's make a release of this. This is a bad boy. Do I have settings here? Nope, I do not have settings here. Bummer. Oh, some familiar faces here. For those of you that know about Evie, who is open source famous. Run 0.19.1 fix build on PyPy. The 0.19.1. CP36 building. I'm building the mini Linux wheel. Bin pip wheel. This. Then we will. Oh, what else did I wanted? Asking me to confirm. Weird. Audit wheel repair. For that. And upload all this if I can spell properly. Gamesman, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you are doing well. Yeah, password. A Dvorak keyboard? Ugh. Yerm says, my fingers are starting to hurt from shiny resetting for almost 3 hours now. Well, on average, 150 more to go. That's not even how it works because of their independent probabilities. So it's always on average 150 more to go. This is just split QWERTY, yeah. I'm not good enough to use alternate layouts. I once tried to learn Colmac. Colmac? I don't know how it's pronounced. But I was not even clever enough to try and learn Colmac, so probably not happening. No point to Dvorak unless you're a typist. You get credit for trying? Not really. What's the chance to get both Shiny Starter and Shiny Starly? Ridiculously low odds. I guess it's to Tomb Raider since that's what really matters. 1 in 16 million. 16.7 million. 1 in 17 million. A real lot. Oh no, Azure DevOps. I mean, it's the same as GitHub Actions, except it has slightly nicer templating. Which I would love to port to GitHub Actions, but they're just slightly not feature ready. Slightly not feature ready. But I know some people that work at GitHub, so maybe I can get them to do it, but we'll see. The reality is that everyone knows QWERTY, yeah. Yeah. You can lord it over the pedestrian Dvorak users. Anderson says, I saw Colmac DH when I got the Moonlander about 3 months in. I'm fairly used to it, but still 50% the word per minute. Yeah. I don't think I'll ever be at my words per minute on a standard keyboard. Even on this, I'm like, I top out about like 115, 120, whereas I can hit like 130 on that. But I think it's just part of the brain broken. He also says, I have a friend who I think works on GitHub Actions. Ooh. Nice. Maybe they can help me out. Probably not. All right, cool. So the dumb thing is this takes 30 minutes, but we actually changed something related to Windows. So unfortunately, we're gonna, oh, wait, what? I've never seen it complete this quickly. What? Are you actually running on Windows? What? This is the fastest I have ever seen this run. Which is kind of nuts. Well, I guess this one was pretty fast too, but these are this is the time that I expect, 35 minutes. So did they upgrade the machines and now they're twice as fast? Like, what happened? Oh, unless, oh, no, it's not that one. No, I didn't do an update. I thought it was maybe that I switched to Windows latest, but I didn't actually do that in this repo. So I have no idea why that was so fast. I'm not complaining. What's the agent name? I mean, it's a Windows agent, so presumably it's whatever the Windows agent is. How do I find that? System pipeline. Is it in here somewhere? How do I find it? Could be a change? No, I didn't change any of the code. Literally nothing has changed. Except for some comments in the Python. Oh, here we go. And agent machine name FV. Don't know what that is. I'm confused about the way you sign up for Azure DevOps. Yeah, I signed up years ago. I don't remember how it works. All I know is it's a lot of clicks to add another repository, which sucks. This is a huge solution. No, it's not a C# project, it's a Python project. But yeah, it does do a lot of stuff, so it doesn't surprise me that it's that long. Like on Linux, it still takes like 7 minutes, so it is intended to be kind of slow, but I don't know why Windows got so much faster. One of my coworkers is obsessed by this. Huh. Interesting. Just by the agent name? Okay, let's look at one of the slower ones then. So that was FV. This one was also a fast one. Fast-ish. This one's also an FV. Now you're saying the Win one is the slow one? Oh, god damn. Okay. Like clockwork. Exactly. That's crazy. Damn. Is there anything else different about them? That one's called Azure Pipelines 8. This one called Azure Pipelines 2. Now I'm part of the secret brotherhood. Yeah, right? That's crazy. Huh. I wonder what's different between the two. I wonder if, There was a while that jobs were like 50% flaky too. I wonder if that was because I was on the Win machines. Hey, what's up, Sigma Monkey? Hello, hello. Ethan says, I'm curious to hear, do you use Jira at work? And if so, how do you label / categorize issues? We do use Jira at work. I don't think we use Jira very well. We have kind of two ticket types. We have our run tickets, which are immediate, prioritize, and the single on-call deals with those. And they're often like questions and other stuff. And then we have our normal Jira board, where it's basically a big backlog with epics per sub-team. I don't know. It's kind of clunky. It doesn't really work all that well. I did a pruning of the backlog today, and like 70% of the open tickets in our team's epic, I just closed them because they were done, or we decided not to do them, but the tickets were still there. So we're not even very good at like pruning backlogs or whatever. But yeah, part of the Illuminati. Yeah, exactly. Wow, so clutch. Linux and OS X can be faster than Windows for DevOps time builds. Yeah. I even find the macOS builds are really slow, so I don't run those because fuck macOS. I thought I merged this already. It's not. Oh, I was just so mind blown about the fast build. Wait, do those all have a typo? Okay. I thought I had misspelled Pragmas. Like, no. Upload it? Yeah, look at that. Look at that crazy file name. I actually recorded a video about this. That video coming out. Not for a while. I always do them out of order. But look, it's past me. Where how do I pause? Pause. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I did a video about wheels and wheel file names and their structure and stuff. So spoilers, that'll be coming out soon on the YouTube channel. But backlog printing is an official ceremony within subteams because half the time we don't know what the fuck we're doing and writing stories. Yeah, we just like Don't really prune our backlog. I just did it because I was bored. We also don't really follow sprints all that religiously. We do like story point calculation, but it's all bullshit and no one really gives a fuck. But scrum ceremonies, oh no. Changing estimates to meet targets. Yes, the age-old tradition. That's funny. Wow, I've been streaming for almost 4 hours. I think we are probably going to wrap up here. So we got a bunch done today. I think we're ready to go for Advent of Code. We've even got our game of life prepped, ready to ready to get points on that problem at least. Yeah, we tested our little downloader. I think we're good to go. So yeah, I guess we will see you all tomorrow in 26 and change-ish hours for Advent of Code. What's your goal for AOC? Speed or other? Speed. Speed. We're trying to get points. We're trying to win. We're trying to do good. Ducci says, have a good night. Tell Craig I said what's up. Yeah, Craig made an appearance on the other stream. A very brief one. Craig's not dead, to be clear. Are you going to raid someone? Yeah. But let me do my little spiel first. My name is Anthony. I upload educational videos to YouTube. Oh, they changed the color of the subscribe button. Oh, no, I'm on the other account. Like, usually it's the blue buttons there. Anyway, my name is Anthony. I upload my previous content to YouTube. They did change the layout of this, though. Things look different. And that's youtube.com/anthonywritescode. And I upload 3 videos a week about various topics, mostly stuff that you guys ask in chat, and then I record videos about them. So if you like educational content, check out that. I also have a second channel where my stream VODs go up. So if you missed something from the stream or you want to play back old VODs, you can go here and check those out. I normally stream, well, we're going to be streaming every day of December, so hopefully I'll see you around at midnight Eastern for Advent of Code. But I normally stream, I don't know if I'm going to do additional streams or what I'm going to do with that. Normally I stream Monday evenings and Saturday at noon. I announce my streams in 2 places. One of those is Twitter, and that's twitter.com/codewithanthony. And also on the Discord, which you are free to join. I did see that aneurysm. Eric also just said it was fine. So, shrugs. Eric was in the chat earlier. But, yeah. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by. Let's go find someone to raid. Yeah, I didn't hit the global leaderboard. I hit the global per day, but yeah. SGX2000, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Who do we got online today? We've rated both Mastermind and Chris recently. Let's see if there's someone in the Python tag. Tech news, then GPT-3 reads Tarot. I care about data science. Learning Python to not become homeless, day 2. What? Do they have a camera? Oh, they don't have a camera. We don't rate people without cameras. Get a camera. Yeah. Let's see. Does anyone have any recommendations? Otherwise, we'll just roll through some of these. Top Secret Ludwig project. Oh, it's Otto. I know who Otto is. They don't have a camera either. They wrote the Among Us mods. Otherwise, we'll probably just raid Masterminds. What are they doing today? Their bootcamp. Cool. Wasn't Auto a crew link? Yeah. Which had the keeping vulnerabilities, but we won't talk about that. Raid my friend and give him a heart attack with the numbers? They're playing games. Oh, I usually read programming streams, but if they were programming, I would. Dang it, I closed the category page. Ah. Well, this would have been fun if they had a camera, but they don't have a camera. Learning Go, right? Making something cool. Sure, ship it. We're gonna surprise this person. All right. Say hi. Be nice. Throw up your pythons. Seems like they've got no one in chat, so chat away, etc. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.